inspired by a dream. That dream is now a reality. Our goal at GameDay Media is to provide a new way of watching high school sporting events in Northwest North Dakota through live audio, video streaming services. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch and listen to all the action. We are looking for business sponsors to come on board with GameDay Media to help promote your business as we help to promote our area athletes during our broadcasts. Contact David or Randy Peterson for further details on how you can become a sponsor on GameDay Media. GameDay Media, more than a game.
And welcome in to GameDay Media here from Ray, North Dakota. We have Class 11A football here this evening. Our feature presentation will be the Heart River Cougars, the co-op between South Hart and Belfield in southwest North Dakota. Coming up to play the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws, of course the co-op between the Ray and Powers Lake school districts. The first game of the season for the Heart River Cougars. Last week, the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws took on the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks and came away with a little bit of a beating, getting beat 47-0. So they've got some things to prove here tonight as they want to get a W in the win column. And my broadcast partner, David Peterson, alongside of me here this evening. David, beautiful night for football tonight.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night for football. You know, the crowd's starting to fill in. They got the music blaring here, making everything sound pretty good. It's always fun coming over to Ray and broadcasting at Glen E Syverson Memorial Field. It kind of dubs as a baseball field. We were out here just a couple weeks ago broadcasting American Legion baseball from this very booth, and tonight we are here doing outlaw football between the Outlaws and the Cougars. To set the stage a little bit, I'm kind of excited to see what the Outlaws have. There's a lot of newcomers that are coming in, like you'll hear in our coaches' comments, of kids that have played, but kids that now are going to be the go-to players. I'm real excited to see the quarterback, number 9, Cody Rice. He had to sit out last season, transferring from Tioga up to Powers Lake, and I think he is probably chomping at the bit and ready to go, and I think he's going to make some noise tonight in this area, in this game for sure.
Of course, we have our officials all decked out here, ready to go too, and the Cougars are wearing their white uniforms with blue bottoms. The Outlaws, of course, in their all black and gold uniforms tonight. So the home team on the scoreboard tonight is the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws. Their opponent tonight, the Heart River Cougars. When we come back after this timeout, we're going to head with our Coach's Comments. That is sponsored by Continental Resources after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to RPL Outlaw Football here on GameDay Media. Back after this 2-minute timeout.
Born and raised amidst the small-town love of Northwest North Dakota, we at Northwest Communications Cooperative understand the joy of being part of a great community. That's why we choose to pour back into the people who pour into us. At NCC, we offer internet, telephone, video, and security services that are industry standard, top of the line. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we consider Northwest North Dakota our neighborhood. Let us know how we can serve you. Local, fast, reliable. Making connections, locally committed.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals.
Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit surusvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
From the NCC Sports Desk here on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show, it's time now for our Continental Resources Coach's Comments, and I have head coach Michael Williams of the Heart River Cougars to talk with me about their upcoming game this evening against the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws. And first of all, Coach, thanks for making yourself available for our Continental Resources Coach's Comments.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, before we talk about the upcoming game this evening with the Outlaws, Coach, I believe this is the first time I've been able to talk with you, so why don't you let our listening audience know a little bit about yourself and your coaching staff, Coach?
I'm originally from Trenton, Florida. I have coached at Heart River in the past. I coached there like 8 years ago for like 10 years. And the last stint that I coached there, we had a good run. We had a couple deep playoff runs in the playoff. We had 6 years where we made playoffs. And my last year I coached there was in 2015. We fell one game short of making the playoffs. But, yeah, I see that we haven't won a game in 2 years, and I really wanted to be a head coach. And I decided I wanted to get back out there and get a chance to try to bring it back for the Heart River Cougars.
Well, in looking at your roster, you show 9 seniors on this year's team. And it's always nice to have a good number of seniors in any program, Coach.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we got 9 seniors. We got like 2 all-region players coming back, but I mean, we're kind of big. We're physical. Also, we have like 15 returning players that started last year. So yeah, it most definitely is a good bunch to work with.
Well, this is going to be your first game of the 2023 season against the Outlaws, and what do you feel will be your strength of your team, Coach?
Strength most definitely is our physicality. It's up front. Most definitely, like I said, a lot of those players that got the experience are our guys up front. One of the guys that leads up front is Jordan Coppinger. He's our center. And the other one is Caden Mikowski. Those are two. Dawson Mikowski. Those are 2 like senior leaders, and they're both all region players. But yeah, our experience will be up front and our physicality for sure.
Well, the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws have had a successful football program since its inception and are sporting a good number of upperclassmen on their roster also. What do you know about the Outlaws, and what do you feel will be a key factor for the Cougars to take away a win tonight against the Outlaws, Coach?
The PSK preview, I see they got 8 returning starters from the year before. So I mean, and last year they won 6 football games. Anytime you got 8 returning starters coming back, I mean, no matter how you put it, I mean, those guys know how to win football games. Like you said, they had a lot of success in the past. So far this year, I think they got like 4 linemen returning back from last year. I don't think they're as big as us up front, but they still got a lot of experience up there. So those are pretty good guys. They got 2 receivers. One still will be stretched out wide, and the other one, I think they moved the quarterback. And after watching last week's film, I noticed they ran that quarterback like 30 times. So yeah, I mean, I think to be the key factor in order to have success versus this team, I believe is one, we got to most definitely tackle that quarterback that's going to run it 30 times. And number 2, I think we got to keep them covered up, like keep their receiver in check, their lead receiver in check. Offensively, I think we got to be able to run the football, and we got to take care of the football. And I think those are the keys to success. And obviously, we got to score some points.
Well, good luck this evening, Coach. You've been listening to the Heart River Cougars head coach, Michael Williams, on our Continental Resources Coach's Comments here on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. We'll step aside, and when we come back to the NCC Sports Desk, we'll talk with the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws head coach, Seth Wistoff, as we continue with our GameDay Media broadcast. Back in 2 minutes.
In a world where every dollar counts, we believe in empowering you to do more with your money. At the Bank of Tioga, we help ignite prosperity for you and the communities we serve. Whether you're a family looking for personal financial solutions, a business seeking growth, or an agricultural entrepreneur with big dreams, we have the products and services to help you achieve your goals. Experience the power of partnership and visit your nearest location or explore our online services today. We ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
At Glen Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at howgleninsuranceservices.com.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
As we come back to the NCC Sports Desk here on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show, it's time now again for our Continental Resources Coach's Comments, and I have head coach Seth Wistop of the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws to talk with me about their upcoming game this evening against the Heart River Cougars. And first of all, again, Coach, thanks again for making yourself available here on our Continental Resources Coach's Comments.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Before we talk about your upcoming game this evening with the Cougars, last Friday evening, the Outlaws hosted the Skyhawks from Shiloh Christian in a game that was played in Ray. And by the looks of the score, the Skyhawks look like they are a real competitive team this year, shutting out your Outlaws by a score of 47-0. What did you find out about your team versus the Skyhawks last Friday evening, Coach?
Yeah, you know, the game itself was a lot more competitive than what it showed. But what Shiloh did was they took advantage of our mistakes, and we just couldn't quite capitalize on theirs. And they had a lot of them that led to – they had 2 turnovers that led to 2 touchdowns. We had 2 turnovers that led to 2 touchdowns. And then we also had a blown coverage that led to another long score. And so what we learned is we need to be more complete in our preparation and our effort. Is you take a play off or you mix up on a play, and good teams are going to take advantage of that. So we hit the drawing board this week, got back to some basics to make sure that everybody knew what was going on, and hopefully we see a difference out here tonight.
Well, this year the Outlaws are playing without several good football players that graduated from last year's team, and your roster still shows 6 seniors on the team along with 10 juniors. Some of these players saw time last year on the Outlaws varsity team, but many are now seeing varsity playing time more consistently this year. What do you feel will be an important key ingredient for the new players to learn under your coaching staff and establish themselves as a playoff contender this year, Coach?
Yeah, you know, that was kind of our big focus after the game on Friday. As coaches, we talked and we met over the weekend, and our word of the week this week is leadership and trying to get these guys to go into those roles. Like you said, a lot of them have played quite a bit, but they're in a different role this year, a role where they need to be the key guy, the guy that we count on, and you know, they're not necessarily used to that. And so as we move forward, we need some guys to step into those roles of, you know, when we need a big play, who are we going to go to? And hopefully we have some guys that kind of rise up these first couple games, and then as we get into our region games, they're ready, and we're ready as a team to go out there.
Well, tonight the Outlaws take on the Heart River Cougars in another non-region contest, like you said. The Cougars are out of Region 4, and according to their roster, they have 9 seniors on their team. Their game against the Outlaws will be their first game of the season, so what do you know about Heart River, and what do you do to plan to execute tonight and help the Outlaws get the first victory of the 2023 season, Coach?
Well, there's nothing more frustrating than to not have good game film to prep. They also have a new coach from last year to this year. So, we've talked to some other coaches and try to get a little bit of feel for what we think they might do. And, I think it's going to come down to, we got to be disciplined in whatever it is. We practiced against spread stuff all through fall camp with our own guys. And now I think we're probably going to get under center with maybe some triple option and stuff out of the double wing. And so guys just got to make sure that they do their job. And then if they come out in something different, then we're going to have to adjust. And, I think our guys can do that. We're just got to figure out who's going to lead us as we do that.
Well, good luck this evening, Coach. And you've been listening to the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws head coach, Seth Wistoff, on our Continental Resources Coaches Comments here on the Border Plains Equipment pregame show. We'll step aside, and when we come back to the NCC Sports Desk, we'll honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem. Back after this timeout.
And welcome back here to Game Day Media. Again, my name's Randy Peterson. My privilege to be on the headset tonight to play do the play calling. David Peterson, my color analyst tonight. Great night for football tonight. As we pause, we're going to take a little bit of a timeout to honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com. At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today.
And as we go across the state of North Dakota, again, my name's Randy Peterson here on Game Day Media. The latest Class 11A football polls have come out for this week, and leading the Class A11 polls, again, the champions from last year, the Aggies from Valva, Drake, Anamoose, and Garrison, garnering 14 first-place votes to lead the second week in the polls here this year. Kindred comes in number 2 with 2 first-place votes. Dickinson Trinity is our third-ranked team in the state of North Dakota, followed by Langdon, Area, Edmore, Munich. And rounding out the top 5 is Central Cass, a team that was beaten by Kindred last week. So they dropped from number 2 down to number 5 in this week's media poll. So Valva, Kindred, Dickinson Trinity, Langdon, and Central Cass. Others receiving votes were the Skyhawks from Shiloh Christian, the Bulldogs from Bowman County, the Miners from Beulah, Bottineau, Oaks, and Harvey Wells County. And as we go to the Class 9A poll, the leading the pack is New Salem Almond Holsteins. Holsteins, of course, dropping down back into 9-man football after winning the 11-man football championship last year, I believe it was. No, what was it, David?
They won the 9-man.
They won the 9-man.
Velva Aggies are the returning state champions.
That's right.
Year.
The 9-man polls, the Holsteins, New Salem Almond, again, with the top team in this week's media poll, followed by North Prairie. Sargent County is number 3 this week. The Sioux out of West Hope, Newburgh, Glenburn is ranked number 4, and the 5th place team is South Border. Others receiving votes: New Rockford, Cheyenne, Maddock, Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, Wyndmere, Lidgerwood, Grant County, Flasher, and Nelson County. So with that, we're going to send it back to the studio for a quick timeout. You're listening to Game Day Media coverage of the RPL Outlaws and the Heart River Cougars. Back after this 1-minute timeout.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of GameDay Media, LLP, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent by GameDay Media, LLP.
And as we come back here, we're just about ready. We're only about 5 minutes away from the opening kickoff. Again, my name's Randy Peterson. If you haven't already done so, call a friend. Tell them we're broadcasting live here on Game Day Media. Go to YouTube, search Game Day Media ND, all one word there, and enable the notifications and follow us and enable all the notifications so that you can pick up every game that we're planning to do this school season. Between September and March, we plan on doing between 80 and 100 video broadcasts throughout the upcoming year between football, volleyball, girls and boys basketball. And now the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws starting lineup is going this way. At quarterback, it'll be number 9, Cody Rice. At running back is Cutter Brown. At 4 wide receivers, the wide receiver is Nick Erickson, Rocker Aguilar, Ben Streifel, and Jaden Bollinger.
Inspired by a dream. That dream is now a reality. Our goal at Game Day Media is to provide a new way of watching high school sporting events in Northwest North Dakota through live audio, video streaming services. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch and listen to all the action. We are looking for business sponsors to come on board with Game Day Media to help promote your business as we help to promote our area athletes during our broadcasts. Contact David or Randy Peterson for further details on how you can become a sponsor on Game Day Media. Game Day Media, more than a game.
And as we come back to our starting lineups, sponsored by Haugland Insurance Services up in Crosby, North Dakota, the starting lineups for the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws, I'll go with Cody Rice at quarterback, Cutter Brown at the running back position, Nick Erickson, Rocky Aguilar, Ben Streifel, and Jaden Bullinger, all wide receivers for the Outlaws. In the middle on the line, Lucas Parslow, Connor Lindberg, Evan Heldy, Matthew Jacobs, and Clayton Grove. And starting for the Heart River Cougars, their quarterback is number 3, Caden Zacher. He's a junior. Shane Stroh is a wide receiver. The running back is Owen Stuber. Another tight end is Tanner Warner. Another running back is Logan Kakowski. Another tight end is Landon Roller, stands 6'5", 240 pounds, a big target for Caden Zacher. And the offensive line goes with Dawson Malkowski, Jordan Coppinger, returning all-region Paul player from a year ago, Noah Arnold, and Aiden Hodell. So the Cougars are coached up by Michael Williams, assisted by Jerome Hoffman, Joshua Smith, Tiger Fry, and Bryce Wiegert. The Outlaws are coached up by Seth Wistoff, assisted by Matt Ray, Steve Perdue, and Mike Fraunfelter. The Outlaws are going to receive the football as the Outlaws are going to receive the football on the kickoff. We'll get our officials announced here after a little bit here as we call them as we see them, but kicking off for the Outlaws, or for the Cougars, is number 20. That is Jordan Bailey. Bailey with a deep kick is going to be picked up near the 11-yard line by the Outlaws. Good run back, good head of steam. Nice tackle there made by number 9, Logan Garrison, and it'll be good field position for the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws, David.
That opening kickoff is brought to you by Northwest Therapy Services, right out of Ray and based out of Williston. Make sure you get over to see Heidi and her crew at Northwest Therapy Services with this opening kickoff.
Our officials this evening, wearing the white hat, is Chuck Huber. Our umpire tonight is Mike Rizzo. The line judge, Justin Nelson. Our linesman is Richard Seiner. And the back judge is Brian Lynn. First down and 10 for the Outlaws as they come up at about the 35-yard line. And they're going to go with the toss back to the running back, and he's going to pick up a couple yards on that last play. We'll see who that is as they get up off the pile.
It's a quarterback keeper for Cody Rice.
Cody Rice with the run. He did a lot of that last week from what I understand. He's going to pick up 1 yard on that last carry, so it'll bring up second down and 9. As number 1 comes in from the near sideline. That's Grady Perizic for the RPL Outlaws.
These RPL Outlaws, they have a whole new look. A lot of young, not really young so much anymore. A lot of juniors they play, a lot of seniors, very top heavy on the senior side as Cody's getting ready for another handoff here. I'm going to utilize his speed as he's putting his shoulder down, gaining about 2-3 more yards here for Cody.
Gets up past the 35-yard line, up to the 35-yard line. So it'll be a 3-yard gain for Cody Rice on his second carry of the afternoon. Brings up third down and a long 6, check that, third down and 6. And again, here comes the play from the near sidelines. That's Jaden Bullinger coming in for the Outlaws, delivers the play to his quarterback, Cody Rice.
These Outlaws got a new look. They lost all-world, all-state athlete, I guess you can call him, Mr. Tyson Inget. He's going off to Williston State, going to play basketball for the Tetons over at Williston State. They had a lot of good years with Tyson as a beautiful option play by Cody. Pitched it off to the running back.
Cutter Brown, the recipient of that great play. Nice heads-up play by Rice, getting the ball from the 35 all the way down to the 50-yard line. So a 14-yard gain for Cutter Brown on that pitch play for the Outlaws. Actually, it's 13 yards, and it'll be just shy of the 50-yard line. So it brings up the first down for the Outlaws. That is sponsored by Prairie Home Furnishings out of Stanley, North Dakota. Our first down sponsor. Glad to have them on board with us as well. First down and 10 on the first offensive series for the Outlaws. And Cody Rice looks like he's going to tuck the ball. He's going to run out of trouble. There's the ball on the deck. And it's going to be a turnover. That'll be a fumble. as that fumble is recovered by the Cougars. That is number 55, Jordan Coppinger, falling on the ball. That'll be the first turnover of the game.
Kind of popped out of there by number 57, 52 maybe for the Cougars. A nice play, able to get his hand in there and pop that football over with awesome possession right now for their first possession.
As Coach Seth Wistoff said in our coach's comments, he had a couple turnovers in last week's game, and so that come to bite him here. It's first down and 10 as they start at the 43-yard line. Here's the ball handed off to number 33. He's got a head of steam going around the left end, still on his feet before he's finally brought down by a gang of Outlaws, but not before he picks up 7 yards on that last carry. Kakowski with the carry of 7 yards. It'll bring up second down and a long 3 for the Cougars. Caden Zacher with the quarterback position as they line up. Now bringing up to the line of scrimmage are the Cougars as they hustle up. Zacher's going to go under center this time. Single running back. Got wings on both sides as Zacher calls out the signals. Here's an inside handoff, nicely played. Tackle is going to be made there by number 7. That is Nick Erickson with the tackle, but that is a nice gain for Bryce Circoni and enough for a first down. It'll be about a 7-yard carry by Zacconi. First down and 10. That's another first down, this time sponsored by Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, North Dakota. First down and 10, ball sitting right at the Outlaw 30-yard line. Here's a pitch back to number 6. He's got a head of steam. He's got one man to beat. He can't be brought down, and there's the first score of the game by number 6. Shane Stroh comes in from 30 yards out, and Stroh gets the Cougars on the board with 6 from 30 yards out, David.
It was a nice play. Is a handoff. There's a little misdirection coming from right to left. Jumped over one of the defenders and just outran everybody to the end zone for our first Ace Hardware touchdown.
That was big. They didn't even get into the red zone that time. They're going to line up to do the conversion. And it looks like they're going to go for 2. And again, same setup as they did on that last carry on that 30-yard play. And now there's a little bit of confusion as number 30's in the wrong spot. They finally get him in the right spot. Zacher barking out the signals. Here is another inside handoff, and let's see if they can stop him this time, keep him short of the end zone. And there's no call as he is denied the touchdown. So the Outlaws denied the 2-point conversion, but at the 8:45 mark, it's the Cougars with the first score of the game from 30 yards out on a carry by number 6, Shane Stroh. And with that, you're listening to Game Day Media coverage of the RPL Outlaws and the Heart River Cougars here on our YouTube channel, Game Day Media ND. We'll take a 30-second timeout, come back with more coverage after this 30-second timeout.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
As we come back live, again, the turnover cost the Outlaws. Again, my name's Randy Peterson alongside David Peterson on our Game Day Media coverage. There's a kick. It's going to be picked up at about the 25-yard line. Nice head of steam on the shoulders of number 7. Nice return by Nick Erickson, bringing the ball back inside of Cougar territory. So Great coverage there by the Outlaws, setting up some blocks and some openings for Nick Erickson.
Yeah, he saw the opening. He turned on the jet burners and down he went for a nice big open kickoff for the Outlaws, something that they needed after that big turnover by Cody Rice as it was punched out and ultimately turned into some points. But that's kind of what Coach Wistoff talked about in the coaches' comments was we kind of shot ourselves in the foot having our multiple turnovers we had. We're not doing ourselves any favors by having these turnovers.
Here's a pass attempt. That is complete to Jaden Bullinger from Cody Rice, and it's going to be near the first down markers. No indication of a first down yet. Now they finally do. That'll be a 10-yard pass completion to number 14, Jaden Bullinger, for his first reception of the game. The first reception for the Outlaws goes for a first down. Ball is first down and 10. It's resting at the 30-yard line.
Good play call by the Outlaws, being able to get Cody under center. He goes into shotgun here in this position. But another handoff.
This time the front line of the Cougars smelled that one out, and they drop Cutter Brown for a loss of about 3 yards. So nowhere to go for Cutter Brown as he drops that one for a -3. Brings up second down and 13.
Yeah, that was a tough play call there for Cody. But that last play call where there's a pass, get it out to the open, get it into your guys that can make some plays on a one-on-one and put the defensive back into a tight situation.
Rice barking out the signals again. He's going to keep it, get a hole up the middle. He's going to gain back some of the yards that they lost. He's still on his feet as the whistle sounds. He'll pick up about 5 yards on that last carry for his third carry of the game. He's got a total of 9 yards on 3 carries, averaging 3 yards per carry. Brings up third down and 7. Third and 7 for the Outlaws. They got 2 wide receivers split out wide to the right side. Cutter Brown gets the handoff. Brongard's around the left side, puts his head down before he's run out of bounds. It's enough yards for a first down. He's all the way down from the 27 to the 11, a 16-yard gain for Cutter Brown. He had a head of steam on him as he went opposite on the weak side, David. Picked up some nice yards.
It's getting tight up here in this booth. There's a lot of people, a lot of stuff going on in here. It's hard to see, so if we miss a play call, it's certainly not intentional. But as always, we got our live chat feature going on our live broadcast. So if you see something, if you hear something, let us know how we're doing. The chat is always open. Let us know where you're listening in from. We're real excited to be able to broadcast this game as Cody takes it right up the middle, looking to get into the end zone.
Rice is looking for the end zone. He finds it from 11 yards out from the Souris Valley Dental Group red zone. From 11 yards out, Cody Rice answers with a touchdown for the touchdown for the Outlaws, and just like that, nice answer by the Outlaws.
It's a real nice answer. They drove the field, the big kickoff, the kickoff return, but the big play from Erickson was that kickoff return, being able to put them already on their side of on the line to gain. But now they're going for the
extra point attempt. By number 56, that's Lucas Parslow. Parslow's kick is up, and it's good. So the extra point conversion by Lucas Parslow gives the Outlaws a lead at the 6:54 mark. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, it's the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws 7, the Heart River Cougars 6. We'll step aside. You're listening to Game Day Media Radio of YouTube, excuse me. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
As we come out of this St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, David, that was a nice answer by the Outlaws.
Yeah, it was a much-needed answer. After I don't remember if they got blanked last week against Shiloh Christian, but nice to get the first touchdown of the season, kind of get back into Outlaw football and be in familiar territory in that end zone.
Kind of a short kick picked up there by Colin Schneider. Schneider brings the ball back to about the 40-yard line, so it'll be first down and 10, the exact same spot that the Outlaws started from, but they're 60 yards away from the end zone as they start their possession. First down and 10 as the Cougars come up to the line of scrimmage under center. It'll be Caden Zacher, the quarterback. He's a junior. Stands 5'10", 165 pounds. Got a man in motion. They're going to pitch the ball back to Shane Stroh. Stroh still with his head on. He's got a wide open field to the end zone, but they do have a penalty flag on the ground, and so they're going to hold everything there, and we're going to have a penalty that's going to be called. I believe that's going to go against Heart River.
Yeah, Justin Nelson threw it out of his umpire position. Looks like it's going to be a hold.
Holding penalty call. Kept, that's probably why he was so open, huh? Brings him, sets him back 10 yards from the spot of the hold. That'll bring up first down again. It'll be a 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage, so it brings up first down and 20 as the ball now sitting at the 30-yard line. First and 20 from the 30-yard line of the Cougar side of the football. Again, under center, Zacher barking out the signals. We've got two men in motion. Here comes another penalty. That'll be a 5-yard setback. Can only have one at a time going in motion. That's their second penalty for 15 yards now for the Cougars. And so somebody wasn't on the same wavelength as that they needed to be. They had two men in motion. Illegal shift is the call. And that brings up first down and 25 as they step back 5 more yards. This time the ball's placed at the 25-yard line.
Going the wrong way.
They come up to the line of scrimmage again, needing 15 to get back to the original line of scrimmage. 25 to gain a first down. This time they got a man in motion. There's an inside handoff. That's number 9, Logan Garrison. And here comes another penalty flag from the near sidelines, and we'll see what happens here. Maybe they won't accept the penalty because they did stop him for little or no gain. Let's see what Coach Shane Wistoff wants to do. They're going to deny the penalty, take the play, and that'll be a gain of 1 for, I believe it was number 6 that was running the football that time. So a gain of 1. 6 is Shane Stroh. Still brings up second down and 25. We won't give him any yards on that last carry because he didn't move the stick. So no gain, second down, 25. Again, under center. Zacher's barking out the signals. There's a handoff to number 10, Sirconi. And good defense again by the Outlaws, David.
Yeah, Nick Erickson getting his defensive back. Oh, that's number 57, Clayton Grove, I believe, 57. Look for him to have a huge game. He's a big anchor to this defense, big side, big guy, tough wrestler for the Williams County Firestorm. He's going to get in there and make some noise. He's got a good football size frame to him. No gain on the play.
Still sitting at third down now. 25 yards to go for first down. Looks like an obvious passing play, but I'm not the coach, and that's why I'm up here. Third down, 25 for the Cougars. You got receivers split out wide to the left, 2 of them. 1 wide to the right as Zacher looks to throw the ball, spins out of trouble. Now he dumps the ball across the line of scrimmage to pass is complete to number 5. That's Colin Schneider. They pick up close to 15 yards on that last play. Let's see where they spot the ball. Actually, they pick up 13 on that first completion. Fourth down. They're going to set up in punt formation. Nick Erickson drops back deep for the Outlaws. There's a snap. Good snap. Kicks away. Good punt. Fielded there by Erickson at the 25. Crosses the 30. He's got the 35 where he's met there and gets up to about the 39-yard line. So a good return by Nick Erickson as we have a changeover on possessions. Good defense there that time by the Outlaws, but probably going the wrong way for the Cougars as they had some big penalties, David.
Yeah, nice stop by number 84, Landon Roller, the 6'5" tight end defensive lineman for the Heart River Cougars. That's a football player's frame there. Timeout here, taken on the field.
Timeout on the field. You're listening to GameDay Media coverage here on from Ray, North Dakota, between the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws and the Heart River Cougars in a matchup between Region 3 and Region 4. Back after this 30-second timeout.
Born and raised amidst the small-town love of Northwest North Dakota, we at Northwest Communications Cooperative understand the joy of being part of a great community. That's why we choose to pour back into the people who pour into us. At NCC, we offer internet, telephone, video, and security services that are industry standard, top of the line. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we consider Northwest North Dakota our neighborhood. Let us know how we can serve you. Local, fast, reliable. Making connections, locally committed.
As we come back live here to Ray, North Dakota, I want to mention some of our live sponsors, including Brevera Bank, proud supporter of the Stanley community and Stanley Blue Jays, helping you, our customer, forge new paths to achieve your financial goals. Also want to thank DA Land LLC. DA Land LLC was established in 2021 as providing quality skid steer attachments, farm and ranch supplies, feed, and pet supplies in the Tioga area. First down and 10 for the Outlaws. Here's a pass completion to Jaden Bollinger. Bollinger from Rice picks up about 4 yards on that last completion. Nice throw by Cody Rice.
That was a nice throw. Nice little screen play. Looked like Nick Erickson. Is he the recipient of that one?
No, Jaden Bollinger.
Looks like Nick maybe missed that initial kick-out block on that screen, but I think that would probably allowed for some more yardage in there. But nonetheless, you want to win first down. You want to try to get half of that on first down. You want to get at least 2nd and 5. We're close to about 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. 2 completions to Jaden Bollinger for 14 yards here. The only Outlaw that has been thrown to so far here this evening. 2nd down and 6 as Rice barks out the signals. This time he's going to hand it off to Cutter Brown. Brown with a head of steam gets past the line of scrimmage, past the first down markers before he's run out of bounds. Nice play there by Cutter Brown as he goes. This clock is stopped, and let's see where they're going to spot the ball. There's a penalty flag on the play, however, and it's going to go against the Outlaws, so that'll negate the play by the Outlaws, and that'll set them back. Looks like it'll set them back 10 yards and brings them back to the line of scrimmage where they started that play. So it was a 10-yard penalty, but it's a spot foul penalty, so it brings up 2nd down and 6. Again, here's Rice pitching the ball back. Ball's on the deck, and there is another turnover picked up there by number 74. That is Aiden Hodell with the fumble recovery. Another turnover bites the Outlaws in the backside. Their 2nd fumble of the game.
Looked like an option play that Cody just tried to pitch it over to Cutter Brown. Maybe let him out a little bit. It was definitely out in front of Cutter Brown. But nonetheless, that is point A to B type pitch that needs to be completed from Cody to Cutter Brown in the 2nd game of Outlaw action. Again, to allude to Coach Wistoff's comments in the coach's comments, is that type of stuff needs to be cleaned up if you're going to be a competitor in this league.
We have a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. You're listening to GameDay Media coverage of Region 3, Region 4 football. Class 11A football between the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws and the Heart River Cougars. Back after this 30-second timeout.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center, great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
As we come back to the game day broadcast, we want to mention the Porch over here in Ray, North Dakota, locally owned coffee shop in Ray, serving a variety of drinks with a flavor for everyone. That timeout was called by the Cougars. And now here's a
ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground, but fortunate for the Cougars, number 33 picks that ball back up again. That was Logan Kakowski. And Kakowski, with no gain on that last play, brings up second down and 10.
You know, another big mention, this game is being broadcast over Flag Family Media's channel on 92.7 FM and AM 1090. Continuing to partner with AM 1090 and being able to get our audio calls out over the airwaves. So big shout out to Addison back at the Flag Family Media studio. Thanks for keeping us online and keeping everybody in tune to what's going on here in Northwest North Dakota.
Here's the ball carried by Kakowski. He drags a few Outlaws with him up past the up to about the 35, just short of the 35-yard line for a 4-yard gain for Kakowski. Kakowski with his second carry for a total of 11 yards so far here in the contest brings up third down and 6 as the time on the clock shows 2:55 and running here in the first quarter. Pregame Medical Center scoreboard, it's the Outlaws 7, the Cougars 6 here from Ray, North Dakota. Here's a handoff to number 7. That is Owen Stuber.
That was an absolute offensive surge. I don't think that the Outlaws were quite ready for that to happen, but yeah, it was a huge surge on the Cougars' behalf.
Owen Stuber with the carry on that one, goes for 7, picks up his first carry of the game, and that is a first down, sponsored by Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, North Dakota. Ball's now sitting at the 29-yard line of the Outlaws side of the football field. First down and 10. Now here's another handoff to number 7, Owen Stuber. Stuber carries a few Outlaws with him. He's going to pick up a nice gain of 5 yards on that last carry. So Stuber, the last 2 recipients of the carries for the Cougars, has picked up 12 yards the last 2 times he's touched the ball.
Not because it was a lack of effort. Those Cougars on the front line, those big guys up front, being Tanner Warner, Logan Kakowski. I mean, nobody's getting the ball, but some of these names would be. I don't even want to try attempt some of these, but
here's the pitch back to number 6, Shane Stroh. Stroh is going to be near the first down marker. I believe they're going to have enough yards. They're going to pick up 6 for Stroh. Stroh goes for 6, and better yet, that's another Prairie Home Furnishings first down. They're inside the red zone, which is a Souris Valley Dental Group red zone. Souris Valley Dental Group located in Minot, North Dakota.
Voted as Minot Daily News #1 dental office in Minot, North Dakota. Kind of a big honor. Big thanks to Jarek Henson and his crew in Minot being able to come on board as a premier sponsor for GameDay Media. They've done a really nice job in order of supporting us. So,
first down and 10, and with that, it looks like Caden Zacher wants to call a timeout. We'll take one as well. You're listening to Region 3, Region 4 Class A football here from Ray, North Dakota on GameDay Media. We'll step aside, come back after this 30-second timeout.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oil field companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
As we come back live here on GameDay Media, this segment is brought to you by Surge Aesthetics. Call Sarah in Tioga at 701-641-6429 for an appointment today. Also in the Hazen area, contact Corey at 701-870-0529 for Surge Aesthetics.
Ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the deck. Outlaws say they have the football. Let's see what the officials say.
I think they're going to be probably talking about which outlaw recovered it.
That's another fumble, the first one for the Cougars. Big turnover inside the Souris Valley Dental Group red zone, and that turns the ball back over to the RPL Outlaws. First down and 10. Ball sitting at the 23-yard line. of the Outlaws side of the football field as the receivers split out wide to the left and wide to the right. Empty backfield for Cody Rice and the Outlaws. Rice is going to tuck it. He finds an opening on the hole, gets past the line again. A nice run there, nice blocking by the front line as he's going to pick up. He's going to pick up about 14 yards on that last carry for Cody Rice. That's his 5th carry.
That's what Cody brings to the game. You know, being
Quick.
having to sit out last season, I know probably personally killed him not to be out there with his guys, but let's set the stage for tonight. But he is going to be an integral part of these Outlaws for these next 2 years. Kind of comes in as a new quarterback as they're looking to attend to one of the injured players for the Heart River Cougars. But, yeah, he's going to be quite fun to watch for the next couple years for these Outlaws.
I think while they do that, we're going to take a quick little timeout as we'll send it back to the studio for a 30-second timeout.
At Syverson Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit SyrusValleyDental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
In a world where every dollar counts, we believe in empowering you to do more with your money. At the Bank of Tioga, we help ignite prosperity for you and the communities we serve. Whether you're a family looking for personal financial solutions, a business seeking growth, or an agricultural entrepreneur with big dreams, we have the products and services to help you achieve your goals. Experience the power of partnership and visit your nearest location or explore our online services today. We ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
After that Prairie Home Furnishings first down on the last carry by Cody Rice, this time he's met in the backfield by the defense of the Cougars, dropping him for a 3-yard loss on that last carry. So the Cougars figured that play out real quickly as Bullinger comes into the huddle for the Outlaws, brings the play in, delivers it to the quarterback Cody Rice, looks at his wristband. Now the Outlaws come up to the line of scrimmage with a 2nd down and 13 situation for RPL. Again, receivers split out wide to the left, wide to the right. Rice is going to throw it. He's got a wide open number 7. That is a completion going from the 37-yard line. That was a completion to number 7, Nick Erickson. Another big, according to my Tioga High School math, what would that be, David?
I don't know. I'm trying to keep track of the score. It's tough. There's a lot going on up here. We're probably doing the broadcast maybe a disservice. But
25 yards.
There's a lot going on, and what happened was Nick did a real nice stutter and go. Like he ran. That's the end of the quarter.
And with that, a little bit of momentum on the RPL Outlaw side of the football field. We're going to step aside, and when we come back for the start of our second quarter, that'll be sponsored by Northwest Therapy Services here in Ray, North Dakota. Back after this 30-second timeout.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
Roustabout Syverson Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. The Country Store, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com. This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
Othione Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopothione.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James.
As we come back, this segment brought to you by TechNex Solutions, LLC, offering measurement sales and service and support for oil and water measurement services in Northwest North Dakota. Here's Cody Rice again, stiff arm. Here comes the penalty flag, and that comes from the near sideline. I'm not sure who they're going to put that against, as Rice got his hand up into the grill of one of the
looked like a legal stiff arm. It was just,
yeah. Let's see what the penalty is going to be. It's going to be a face mask called against Heart River. So that'll be a point of infraction penalty.
Right now it's set as a loss of 2, so a spot foul penalty could just gain 5 yards here.
So it is a 5-yard penalty. Brings up a first down and 5.
First and 5 for the Outlaws.
First and 5. First down and 5 from the 33-yard line of the Cougar side of the football field. Rice barking out the signals from shotgun. Pitches back to Cutter Brown.
Man, he plays that option good.
Brown goes along the sidelines, puts his head down, gets inside the Souris Valley Dental Group red zone for a big gain.
That was an absolute perfect option between those two. That's going to be a nice play for Cody and for Cutter Brown. You know, Cody optioned the defensive end just like he should, and he shifted back inside, brought the defender closer to him, which opened everything up on the outside for Cody Brown, or for Cutter Brown.
23-yard gain for Cutter Brown on that last pitch from Cody Rice. Goes around the left side of the offensive line. And it's first down and goal for the Outlaws. Ball sitting right at the 10-yard line.
You definitely have to respect both kids' ability to run here. So it's going to be a nice play call going forward for these Outlaws. It's Cutter Brown hits the corner.
Cutter Brown, he's smelling the end zone, and I believe it's a touchdown. There is a penalty flag, though, coming in from the near sidelines. Illegal procedure called. That negates the touchdown. That'll be a penalty against the Outlaws. 5 yards in nature, sets them back 5, so it'll bring up first down and goal from the 15-yard line.
It's a big penalty.
Yeah, penalties.
I didn't see if he even got in the end zone.
I think he did. The far official raised his arms like a touchdown, but that was quickly negated by the laundry on the field. So it brings up first down and 15. First and 15 for the Outlaws as Rice. Shotgun. Cutter Brown flanks his left side.
Should be down.
He should be down, but I'm not sure if they're even going to allow that reception.
Maybe picked it off the ground. If they maybe called it a incomplete pass potentially.
No, it's a completed pass, but it's a loss of 1 to Cutter Brown. So that is a loss of 1 on the reception to Cutter. His first reception goes backwards. Brings up second down and goal. Now the ball is resting. About the 19-yard line. Second down and goal from the 19.
From about the 18-yard line.
Rice got away from the first one. Sheds the defender, goes along, keeps it in bounds, I believe. No, they're going to mark him out of bounds, but he's going to pick up a little bit of yards on that carry, all the way up for about a 4-yard gain for Cody Rice. On that last carry, brings up third down and goal from the 15 again. They had it at the 10-yard line at one time.
Looked like the ball maybe popped out of bounds there too, like when he got hit. Cody's got to be able to protect the ball. If he's going to turn into a runner, he definitely has to be able to protect that ball.
10:03 remaining in the first half. We will have our Bank of Tioga halftime report, recapping all the individual and team statistics at the conclusion of the first half. Third down and goal for the Outlaws. Again, lone back is Cutter Brown. Cody Rice looking to throw the ball, goes to the end zone. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Nick Erickson. That was right there, just dropped it.
I think Caden Zacher was the playing the defensive back. There's a nicely thrown ball. There was nobody there, but it was either going to be incomplete or out of bounds. It's a nice throw, but a nicer play by the defensive back. I believe it was Caden Zacher.
4th down for the Outlaws. What are they going to do? They got a kicker. I think they're going to talk about it. There's a timeout on the field. That's sponsored by St. Luke's Medical Center. We'll take one as well. You're listening to Game Day Media coverage on our YouTube channel between the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws and the Heart River Cougars. Back after this 30-second timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Bingham Construction in Ray, North Dakota, your go-to for all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction needs. Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
Out of this timeout, this segment is brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, located in Crosby, North Dakota. We sell crop, farm, and ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Call Chell or Robbie at 701-965-6335 today. That's Farmers Union Insurance, the Larson Vossen Agency, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Here's a snap, going to the end zone. Touchdown! That is complete to number 8, Ben Streifel, for a 15-yard touchdown reception for the Outlaws. Great pass by Cody Rice.
Yeah, that was an absolute missile from Cody, being able to kind of into double coverage, maybe triple coverage. Just put a bullet right in between the numbers of Ben Streifel for a touchdown play for the Outlaws to get the score, the Tioga Medical Center scoreboard to 13, tacking on no tack. Wide right on the extra point attempt by Parslow, but again, another score, this time from 15 yards out for Cody Rice to Ben Streifel. And with that, with 9:50 remaining in the first half, we're going to send it back to our studios for a quick 30-second timeout. You're listening to Game Day Media coverage between the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws and the Heart River Cougars on our Game Day channel, Game Day Media ND on YouTube.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
As we come back to our Game Day Media coverage, this segment is brought to you by the 701 Cornhole Company, located in Mandan, North Dakota. Custom cornhole sets make your cookouts even better. Visit their website at 701cornholecompany.com to see what they can make for you. Here's a return by the Heart River Cougars.
I don't know if that was like an intentional pooch kick there or just kind of try to catch him off guard.
Nice job by Dean Urban picking up the football anyway, about at the 40-yard line.
He had a late substitution. It definitely looks like it was it was for sure a onside, maybe a little pooch, little squib kick, whatever it may be, but
13-6 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. The Outlaws on top of the Cougars here in the second quarter of this Class 11A football matchup. Carry there by about 2 yards there. So comes up off the bottom of the pile.
Be interesting to see Connor Heldy's role in this defense as the Outlaws get rolling this year. Last year, I remember calling his name quite a few times on special teams and doing some linebacking duty for the Outlaws last year. But he's definitely filled out into his frame. Nice looking baseball player for the Ray Jays baseball team. But he's going to be a good linebacker for these guys. Strong kid, hard-nosed kid.
Carter Brown putting a lick on Shane Stroh, dropping him for about a 2-yard loss after the 2 he picked up the previous play. Sets him back to the original line of scrimmage at the 40. Brings up third down and a long 9.
Yeah, nice play by Cutter Brown. A lot of kids out there kind of, stepping into their own here for the Outlaws, being able to.
Nice. Yep.
It's go time. It's no time to sit on the side and kind of sulk about what's going on, which never will be the case under head coach Seth Wistoff. But these kids got to be ready to play, and action called upon when necessary.
Here's a handoff, inside handoff to Logan Kakowski. He's going to pick up about 4 yards on that last carry. He needed more than that. Brings up 4th down. It'll be 4th down and 6. As the clock continues to run with 8:13 remaining here in the first half, your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, it's the Outlaws 13 and the Cougars out of Heart River 6. 4th down and a long 6 as they set up in punt formation. The Cougars do. Here's a snap. Kick is away. It's going to be a good kick.
Just about blocked by
Nick Erickson. Picks it up inside the 35, brings it across, and here comes Nick Erickson again with a nice return with a head of steam all the way back up to the 44-yard line.
I kind of got scared for Nick Erickson. Number 84, 6'5", 240-pound tight end Landon Roller was barreling down at him, and I think he did the right move and stepped out of bounds. I know his mom and dad probably appreciate that stepping out of bounds move also.
1st down and 10. 1st and 10 from the Outlaw 44-yard line. Again, Cody Rice in shotgun formation. Cutter Brown flanks his left side. Here's a snap, looking to carry the ball. Tucks it.
He's got to cover that ball up.
And he's going to pick up 9 on that last carry for Cody Rice. Big carry by Cody.
Yeah, we've talked about it. We know Cody. Cody played basketball for the Tioga Pirates 3 years ago already. It's hard to believe that much time has gone by. 2 years ago. He's a junior in the Powers Lake school system, and he's going to be a very good athlete. Does a lot of travel basketball, AAU basketball, and he's very sharpening his craft as a basketball player. I believe this is probably only his 2nd or 3rd season playing football, so a lot of knowledge still being able to be soaked up by Cody in the football position, but nonetheless, he's going to be an outstanding football player for these Outlaws going forward.
Empty backfield as Rice is running for his life, and he's going to be dropped for a loss at about midfield. He's going to lose 3 on that last carry. Didn't have anybody to throw to it. You got to put a pat on the back for the D-backs for the Heart River Cougars, covering up the wide receivers for the Outlaws.
Yeah, they're doing their job. The defensive backs and safeties are keeping coverage on the wide receivers running downfield. Linebackers are making a push, and defensive linemen are making a surge. Linebackers are then cleaning up the mess.
Third down. There's motion. Here comes the penalty flags. Let's see if they were drawn offsides. No, it's encroachment against the Heart River Cougars. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Should be a 1st down.
That is another 1st down sponsored by Prairie Home Furnishings out of Stanley, North Dakota. 1st down and 10 at the 45 of the Outlaws, or the Cougars side of the football field. A little bit of wind coming up here tonight. Beautiful night, though, for football from Ray, North Dakota. Glad you've joined us on Game Day Media. Empty backfield for Rice. Again, he tucks the ball, looks for a hole opening, finds one, puts his head down, gets all the way up to the 30-yard line. That'll be a 1st down with a 15-yard run for Cody Rice. He's already had 10 carries for a total of 56 yards here tonight, averaging 5.6 yards per carry. But another Prairie Home Furnishings 1st down. Prairie Home Furnishings located in Stanley, North Dakota. Located in Stanley, open every day except Sunday. Many top brands furnishings available locally in Stanley. 1st down and 10, and the ball's resting at the Cougar 30-yard line as the clock continues to run with 5.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Again, we'll have our Bank of Tioga halftime report. Bank of Tioga halftime report at the conclusion of this first half of play. Again, an empty backfield for Rice in the quarterback position. This time he rolls out to his right side before he's dropped there for a loss. Good play there defensively for the Cougars. That is number 52, Dawson Malkowski, dropping Rice for a 4-yard loss.
He has a nice play rush by Malkowski.
Malkowski.
There we go. Dawson Malkowski.
Clock continuing to run, 4:45 remaining in the first half, brings up 2nd down and 14. This time Cutter Brown flanks Rice's right side in shotgun formation. They got receivers split out wide to the left and right. And they hand the ball off to Cutter Brown. He puts his head down where he's met there, gets back about to the original line of scrimmage for a 4-yard, actually it's a 5-yard gain. We'll give him 5, brings up 3rd down and 9. 3rd and 9. Want to thank the Ray Community Ambulance Services over there on the far sidelines as well, providing healthcare services as needed here today. A great bunch of people and a group of talented EMTs protecting and serving the community of Ray, North Dakota.
You know, those guys are ready and willing to step into action. You know, last year there was an incident over in Surrey between a Divide County player, and they were able to jump into action. So these you know, looking to get involved as the play is deflected, blocked down there by number 74, Aiden Holder for Hodler for Hodel. There it is. Hodel for the Heart River Cougars. But yeah, without these ambulance services available in the community, you know, there's no football game that's going to happen. You got to have an ambulance here for the protection of the kids in case something happened. These guys are ready, willing. They train probably monthly on scenarios and situations that could come up during a football game. There's a lot of speed, a lot of power, a lot of intensity that can happen in a game, and God willing, anything happens, these guys are ready to jump into action immediately.
Ray Community Ambulance Service, serving Ray and the surrounding areas. Rice with the 4th down, running for his life again, and he's not going to get away from number 55. That is Jordan Coppinger, where he's dropped for a big loss. Goes all the way back from the 29, and they'll spot the ball at the 37-yard line. So an 8-yard loss this time by Cody Rice on 4th down. Brings up 1st down and 10 for the Cougars with 3 minutes and 36 seconds remaining. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, it's the Outlaws 13 and the Heart River Cougars 6. Have a player tying his shoe over there as they wait to put the ball in play. Still tying his shoe. Now we're ready to play. 1st down and 10.
It's probably tough to do those simple things with the gloves and everything that kids have these days.
Here's a handoff to number 33, Logan Kakowski again on that inside handoff. He's going to pick up 5 yards on that last carry for the Cougars.
Tackle made by Connor Lindberg of the Outlaws.
Brings up 2nd down and 6 with a 4-yard gain. Kakowski now with 19 yards on 4 carries for Heart River. 2nd down and 6. Ball spotted at the 42-yard line. Man in motion.
A 6'5" target running right down the middle
Zacher
of the
rolls
field.
out. He avoids one tackle. Nice throw. Intercepted by Nick Erickson. At about the 25-yard line. Crosses the 40. Still on his feet. Gets up near the midfield stripe on that interception. So big play again by Nick Erickson.
Yeah, he was locked down. You know, RPL's had very, very good lockdown cornerbacks in the past couple of years. I think Nick Erickson's ready to step into that position and be able to. It was one-on-one coverage. Nick Erickson kind of went up for a jump ball. And if I was the running back, or if I was the quarterback, I'd probably look for my 6'5" tight end target running right down the 35-yard line for the Cougars as he was wide open. That's a huge target for a quarterback to hit also. But ill-advised pass, took a shot, and it didn't work out. Outlaws 1st and 10 going the other way.
RPL has the ball on their own 43-yard line, 1st down and 10. Here's a swing pass out to Jaden Bollinger again. And Rice finds Bollinger for about a 4-yard gain to Jaden Bollinger, his favorite target here this evening. 4 yards on that last completion. Rice is now 6 out of 8 for 57 yards in the first half. Brings up a 2nd down and 6 situation as ball's resting at the 47-yard line, this time on the Heart River Cougars side of the football field. Empty backfield for the Outlaws.
Heart River scrambling to get a 11th player on there. No penalty as it's your decision to play with 10 against an 11-man offense.
Here they come with a stunt, and this time they're going to catch up with Cody Rice. They're going to drop him for a loss. Good defensive play by Heart River, and we have a timeout on the field. We're going to take one as well on that 6-yard loss by Cody Rice on that last rushing attempt. We're going to take a timeout on the field. We're going to take one as well. You're listening to Game Day Media coverage of Region 3, Region 4 Class A 11-man football between the Heart River Cougars and the RPL Outlaws. Back after this 30-second timeout.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
This segment brought to you by Patriot Oilfield Service. Nate and his team at Patriot Oilfield Service would like to wish the Pirates all the best this season. Patriot Oilfield Services. Here's Cody Rice on the quarterback keeper again, going behind some of his blockers, still on his feet. Gets up past the line again for a 14-yard gain for Cody Rice on that last carry. And better for the Outlaws, keeps the drive going, stops the clock with 1:39 remaining in the half. First down and 10 from the 37-yard line of the Cougar side of the football field.
Nice play call, nice design draw for Cody to be able to get out. I mean, utilize, probably sounds like a broken record, but they're going to be utilizing his gift of athletic ability, being able to get open field. You have to respect his ability to run the ball.
Absolutely.
And then you have to have, similar to Tyson Inget in the last couple of years, you can't just let Tyson Inget do whatever you wanted last year. Similar to this year, you can't let Cody Rice just sit back there as this one's picked off going the other way.
That's an interception for the Cougars.
It'll be a personal foul here.
And that ball was picked off by number 6. That is Shane Stroh with the interception. And there's some laundry. There's going to be a personal foul called against
number 84. Kind of a blindside block to Cody Rice as not part of the play, outside of the play of the last probably 10 yards, but definitely an unnecessary roughness is probably what they called the penalty, but
that'll set them back 15 yards. They'll keep the ball. That's their 5th penalty of the game so far here in the first half. They got 40 yards of penalty yards due to the Heart River Cougars, and that's, I'm sure, one going to be a topic of discussion at halftime with head coach Michael Williams of the Heart River Cougars.
Working with no timeouts, you got the ball, you go back 15 yards from there, you got a minute and a half to go. You can maybe work the sidelines a little bit, get the ball upfield, and you're going to get the ball to begin the third quarter for these Cougars. But kind of a mental lapse, I guess, on tight end number 84, Landon Roller. But you're a big target, so when you do something like that, they're going to see you do it. Sorry, buddy.
1:28 remaining in the half. Zocker rolls back, looking for somebody to throw it to. Evades one tackler. Decides to tuck the ball before he's pushed out of bounds. And he's going to have a loss of 3 on that carry as he goes out of bounds, stopping the clock. It's his first carry of the afternoon. Brings up 2nd down and 13. Clock is stopped with 1:20 remaining in the first half of play. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. It is the Outlaws from RPL 13. The Cougars from Heart River 6. Zocker under center. Passes the ball out to Stroh. Got some opening there. Stiff arms his defender before he's brought down. Good play defensively by Cutter Brown.
Really nice play by Cutter Brown. The ability to shake off the defender, the block, and get off the block and make the tackle for minimal gain here as they stop the clock for minimal injury timeout, but looks like he's ready to go. Maybe going to go to the sidelines and get checked out quick.
Yeah, he'll have to step out for a little bit of time. That'll be a gain of 5.
Looks a little woozy maybe over there.
Brings up 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8 for the Cougars. Still a lot of time left in this half if they can make a stop here with 1:07 to go in the half. The clock is wound up, and that starts the clock. And so, 3rd down and 8. Let's see what Coach Michael Williams has in his playbook. Man in motion. Zocker tucks it, rolls out to his right side again. He's got some yardage there, but he's not going to come up with enough yards. He's going to be brought down by number 54, David. Who's that for the Outlaws? 54. Learning new numbers here. Connor Heldy. That's a gain of 5 for Zocker. This time there's a timeout on the field. We're going to take one as well. With 44 seconds remaining in the first half, your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, it is the Outlaws 13, the Cougars 6. We'll take a St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. We'll come back after this 30-second break in action.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
As we come back to live action, it's 4th down and 3. It looks like the Cougars are going to put a man in motion. They're going to pitch it back to Stroh. Stroh's going to get close to the line again.
What a stick by Nick Erickson.
Oh, what a tackle. They're going to be close to the first down markers. It's right at the 35-yard line. Let's see where they spot the ball as our linesman, Richard Siner, says that's enough yards for a first down.
That was an absolute stick. I mean, Nick Erickson did everything in his power to not let that first down happen, but that was a heck of a tackle.
First down and 10. That first down brought to you by Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, North Dakota. 1st and 10, ball's resting at the 35-yard line. And like David said earlier, to start the second half, the Cougars are going to get the football. 25 seconds remaining in the first half of play as Zocker's directing traffic out there in the backfield, calling out the signals from shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Here comes a penalty flag from the near sideline. Zocker still on his feet before he's brought down there with a nice tackle by the Outlaws. It's good for a 6-yard gain. Let's see if it stands. Let's see what the penalty is going to be. No indication yet as they're going to.
It's just going to be the half.
They're going to stop. The clock runs out. First half is complete. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard at the end of 2 quarters of play. It is the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws 13 and the Heart River Cougars 6. We'll step aside when we come back to our game day media coverage between the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws and the Heart River Cougars. We'll have our Bank of Tioga coaches' comments after this 3-minute timeout.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today.
Born and raised amidst the small-town love of Northwest North Dakota, we at Northwest Communications Cooperative understand the joy of being part of a great community. That's why we choose to pour back into the people who pour into us. At NCC, we offer internet, telephone, video, and security services that are industry standard, top of the line. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we consider Northwest North Dakota our neighborhood. Let us know how we can serve you. Local, fast, reliable. Making connections, locally committed.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. The Country Store, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com. Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Othion Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopothion.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James. Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
Inspired by a dream. That dream is now a reality. Our goal at GameDay Media is to provide a new way of watching high school sporting events in Northwest North Dakota through live audio, video streaming services. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch and listen to all the action. We are looking for business sponsors to come on board with GameDay Media to help promote your business as we help to promote our area athletes during our broadcasts. Contact David or Randy Peterson for further details on how you can become a sponsor on GameDay Media. GameDay Media, more than a game.
And as we come back to our Game Day Media broadcast here, our second broadcast of the 2023-2024 broadcast season. This time it's against it's with the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws and the Heart River Cougars, a co-op out of Belfield and South Hart. And after 2 quarters of play on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, it is the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws 13, the Heart River Cougars 6 here on our Bank of Tioga halftime report. Starting out the scoring, it was the Cougars from 30 yards out. Shane Stroh brought it in for a 6-point touchdown. The 2-point conversion failed. And then an answer by the Outlaws with 6:54 remaining in the first quarter. Cody Rice on an 11-yard touchdown run made the score 66. Lucas Parslow added the point after touchdown, making the score 7-6, and that's the way the score ended after the first quarter of play. It was the Outlaws getting on the scoreboard again at the 9:05 mark of the second quarter on a 15-yard touchdown pass from Cody Rice to Ben Streifel, making the score 13-6, but the point after touchdown by Parslow was wide to the right, and so they kept that point off the board, making the score 13-6, and that's how we ended up at the end of the first half of play, 13-6. As far as the individual stats go for the Heart River Cougars, they've got 98 yards of total offense, 80 yards rushing and 18 yards passing. The leading receiver is Bryce Circoni with a 13-yard reception, leading the Cougars in receiving. And for the rushing side of things, it is number 6, Stroh, with 6 carries with 40 yards so far. Stroh with a 30-yard touchdown the first time he touched the ball, his biggest carry of the evening. For the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws, they got 163 yards of total offense tonight, 106 of those yards on the ground, 57 yards through the air. Cody Rice is 6 out of 8 for 57 yards. His favorite target tonight has been Jaden Bullinger. Bullinger with 3 receptions for a total of 25, for 18 yards, but Nick Erickson's got 1 reception for 25 yards, but the favorite receiver has been Jaden Bullinger here tonight. Cody Rice has carried the ball 14 times for a total of 52 yards, averaging just under 4 yards per carry. Cutter Brown with 5 attempts with 54 yards leads the Outlaws in yards carried. They've rushed the ball 19 times for 106 yards here tonight. Penalty-wise, the Outlaws have had 2 penalties for a total of 15 yards. The Heart River Cougars have had 5 penalties for 40 penalty yards here tonight. Turnovers, the Cougars have intercepted the ball once. They fumbled the ball once in the first half of play, and the Outlaws with 1 interception and 1 fumble as well. Your halftime score on the Bank of Tioga halftime report again. It's the RPL Outlaws leading the Heart River Cougars by a score at the end of 2 quarters, 13-6. We'll step aside, come back with more of our Bank of Tioga Bank of Tioga halftime report after this 2-minute timeout.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
At Howglen Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at howgleninsuranceservices.com.
And as we come back to Game Day Media coverage, we're up in the press box here this evening with in Ray, North Dakota, in this Class 11A Region 3, Region 4 football matchup between the Heart River Cougars, a co-op between Belfield and South Heart, against the Ray Lake Outlaws in Region 3 with this co-op here that's been very successful over the years, David.
Yeah, it's going to, I think the third and fourth quarter, I think the winner's going to be probably dictated of who has the least amount of turnovers going forward in this second half. You know, both teams have about 2 turnovers apiece, a couple of fumbles. You know, special teams might come into play where Nick Erickson was able to bring a big return back to for the Outlaws. And it's going to see what Heart River comes with coming right out of the gate, getting the ball, trying to move the ball down the field, tie it up, maybe take a lead by 1 point going into the third quarter.
As we come back to our Bank of Tioga halftime report, we want to mention that we're going to be live next week with 3 events. We're hoping to be at the Tioga Community Pep Rally that'll be held at the Tioga City Park on Tuesday, August 29th. Down there at the park. It was a nice event last year, and we're hoping to be a part of that for our broadcast events. That's why we say more than a game. We're doing more than a game this time. We're going to be at the Tioga Community Pep Rally on Tuesday. We're hoping to do that. And then we get back into game action with our first volleyball action between the Ray Jays and the Tioga Pirates. That game to be played in Tioga on Thursday, August 31st. And then we're going to go on the road again next Friday, David, when the Divide County Maroons travel up to West Hope to take on the West Hope Newburgh Glenburn Sioux in a big
That'll be
class 9-man football
That'll
game.
be a big one because West Hope Newburgh is rated top 5 in the state of North Dakota right now, and rightfully so. They have some ballers that are going on over between that West Hope Newburgh Glenburn. Walker Broughton, get used to hearing that name. He's going to be on everybody's radar of what to do. Their first place from scrimmage last week was, I think, from the end zone to end zone, a 100-yard touchdown run for Walker Broughton to open up the season. And you know, he's a three-sport athlete, an incredible basketball player. If he's better at basketball, football, or baseball, it's probably a 3-sided coin flip. But these Maroons are going to be traveling down to West Hope to be able to take on the Panthers,
the
Sioux?
Yeah.
I guess that's their name. Yeah, the Sioux, and they're going to try to put a stop to this run for the Sioux because last year you and Dallas Hansen were kind of running out of words because it was such a high flying atmosphere last year. So
yeah, we could barely breathe.
It's going to be a good game. It's going to be one that's highly emotional for both teams. I think it's going to be a highly contested game for both teams. And it's going to be a real test to see what West Hope Newburgh Glenburn is really all about. You know, going forward in the season, it's going to be a good check for them. Divide County was on the losing side of the game last week against the TGU Titans in another shootout between those two teams. So it'll be a fun one next week over in West Hope for sure.
You've been listening to our Bank of Tioga halftime report. With that, we're going to send it back to the studio for a quick word from some of our great sponsors.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today. Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
Here we are back in third quarter action. The Outlaws going from north to south with this Northwest Therapy Services kickoff to start the third quarter. The ball picked up by Oh, there's a seam there. He's number 6 for the Heart River Cougars. Shane Stroh's bringing the ball, tackled, pushed out of bounds right at the 45-yard line for the Heart River Cougars.
Nice return to start out the second half for the Heart River Cougars by Shane Stroh. And it'll bring up first down and 10 for the Cougars. They change out the balls, get the right ball into play here. The officials do. Again, our officials tonight wearing the white hat, Chuck Huber. Umpires Mike Rizzo. Line judge is Justin Nelson. The linesman is Richard Seiner. And our back judge tonight is Brian Lynn. They start out at the 43-yard line. First down and 10. Here's the handoff. Crosses the line of scrimmage before he's brought down there by the Outlaws. That's Logan Kakowski picking up 3 on that last carry. So Kakowski has his 5th carry for 3 yards. Brings up second down and 7. 11:15 remaining in the third quarter, just underway here. First possession of the second half for the Cougars. Running right up under the center. That is the Outlaws again. And I'm not sure who that was that carried the ball. Looks like we'll give it to Stroh. Picked up 2 on that last carry. Third down and 5, just shy of the 50-yard line. 3rd and 5 for the Cougars. Barking out the signals, Zayden Zacher. Stroh's in motion. He gets to the pitch back, looking for an opening, finds one, gets past the line again before he's brought down by the Outlaws, but not before he picks up 8 yards on that last carry. So nice running by Shane Stroh.
Got a little line change here at GameDay Media. Producer Nick Wallace stepping in the producer show, making us look good. Big thanks to Eli Clark Jr. from Tioga, North Dakota, running the controls for us on the board. Eli Clark and Nick Walla run the show, and now what you see is what James Meyer sees. James Meyer is our freshman cameraman, probably the best cameraman in the history of GameDay Media, right, James?
Before the Cougars can get that play going, we got an illegal procedure called, another penalty called against the Cougars. That'll set them back 5 yards. That's their 6th penalty of the night for a total of 45 yards. Brings up first down and 15 after getting their Prairie Home Furnishings first down. They're back 15 yards, so it's first down and 15.
You know, these guys that have come on board between Nick, Eli, and James coming on board with GameDay Media, without these 3 kids, really nothing that you and I do really matters. You know, we can call the game to nobody, but if these guys aren't getting us out on the internet and us showing what's going on, we're kind of nothing. So big thanks to these kids doing what they do.
Pitch back to Stroh, still on his feet, gets up near the 45-yard line, going to be a little bit short. He'll gain about 2 yards on that last carry. Good defense. Good defense by the Outlaws. Second down and 13.
You know, once again, our chat is enabled on our YouTube broadcast here on GameDay Media, live from Ray, North Dakota at the Glen E. Syverson Memorial Field. Beautiful setting as the shade is kind of taken over. The lights are about to flip on. When we were out here for baseball, it was pitch black, and that one light there that's right below the Heart River Cougars bus still looks like it's pointing straight down. So that could be a potential hot spot for an inability to see, as kind of a dead play here from the and ending around maybe for number 6 of the Heart River Cougars, Shane Stroh, as number 3, the new number 3. Last year's 58, Rocker Aguilar, big tough wrestler for these William County Firestorm. You know, Rocker, he made a presence known last year playing that defensive tackle position, a nose guard position for these Outlaws. And Rocker's a tough kid.
Hard-nosed kid.
He travels a lot doing wrestling, and Arlen Anderson and Austin Weary and Jay Syverson that head the wrestling program is he's a key player to that Williams County Firestorm wrestling team.
Third down and 11. RPO rolls out to the right side. Pass broken up. Good defense there by number 8, Ben Streifel, breaking up that pass attempt for the Cougars. Brings up a 4th down.
You know, we were talking earlier pregame. We saw Kyle Hughesby last year, you know, kind of step into his own as a receiver for these Outlaws. Not suited up tonight. Must be something going on, maybe an injury that we don't know about, but definitely a missed wide receiver most likely for these Outlaws.
4th down and 11 for the Cougars.
He kind of burst onto the scene during that region basketball tournament down in Newtown at the casino, and man,
yeah.
Powers Lake, look out for them. You know, basketball, we'd hate to fast forward football, but
there's a block kick.
I think it was blocked by number 62 of the Heart River Cougars.
Yeah, there was good defensive pressure there. And the Cougars didn't gain too much on that punt for sure. Good defense there by the Outlaws. I want to thank KTGO Radio, 1090 AM and 92.7 FM for putting our broadcasts out over the terrestrial area. Also on that KTGO mobile app. Thank them for partnering with GameDay Media.
Another way to get it, I believe NCC is looking at putting this audio over the airwaves of the community channel. So look, maybe like a missed face mask penalty there.
Here is Cutter Brown with a little bit of zigzagging for about 5 yards for Mr. Brown on that carry. Cutter with his 6th carry of the night.
Another one of those wrestlers that does really well for the Williams County Firestorm wrestling team. You know, maybe a little bit biased towards basketball players, but if I'm going to start a football team, I'm going to be picking kids out of the wrestling program because they're not afraid to get their hands on somebody and be physical with them. So if Pat Elbert's the head boys basketball coach in Tioga, maybe we work on some physicality and grabbing drills because that's what's needed for the football players, in my opinion.
Here's a snap, handoff to Cutter Brown again. He needs 5 yards to pick up a 1st down. He's not going to be close to that as he picks up nothing.
He goes backwards. They maybe got his forward progress marked for no gain, maybe a loss of 1.
Yeah, Arley says it's going to be a loss of 1, so we'll put down a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
If Arley says it was a loss of 100, most likely it's going to be a loss of 100. So he's longtime Ray J, a native of Wild Rose. I believe he was the ring bearer. I don't know if you even know this, but he was the ring bearer at my grandma, her sister's wedding. So, yeah, you know, always nice visiting with Arley. One of the best.
Good man. He's
one of the best in the area.
He's the best. Well, now we have all kinds of people going, and we got laundry coming all over the place, and it's going to be an illegal procedure called against the RPL Outlaws. It's only their 3rd penalty of the evening. They've got a total of 3 penalties for 20 total penalty yards. Sets them back 5. Brings up 3rd down and 10. Ball's at about the 43-yard line of the Outlaws side of the football field. We've got listeners from down in Oklahoma, according to our chat, cheering on the Outlaws. Glad to have you on board. Empty backfield for the Outlaws. Cody Rice is going to tuck it. Good decision. Gets past a line of scrimmage. He's going to pick up about 3 yards on that last carry for Cody Rice. That's his 15th carry of the evening. We'll give him 4 yards on that last carry. Brings up 4th down and a long 6. Punt team comes out for the Outlaws. 4th down and 6.
It's a good opportunity. The wind kind of coming out of the north, blowing to the south in order to, could be a big punt and kind of pin Heart River deep in their own territory here. Try to flip the field a little bit and get the defense rolling for the Outlaws.
2 players back for the Cougars. Here's a snap. The kick is away. It's a high.
I heard
kick.
A whistle.
Yeah, there's some whistle. Penalty flag from the far sideline. It'll be an illegal procedure called against the Outlaws. So another penalty against the Outlaws. Now their 4th penalty, and set them back 5 more yards and make it even more advantageous for the Cougars to come up 5 yards on possibly that punt reception here. They're standing at about the 25-yard line. There's a snap. gets it away.
Nice kick.
And the
should be down right there. It was touched by Rocker Aguilar right on the.
It was touched.
Blocked in the back. That might be a penalty there. You can't push.
Anyway, nothing called. Change of possession, first down and 10 for the Cougars. So we're at a stalemate here. So far, with 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter, it's still 13-6. Both teams trying to figure things out after the halftime. Both coaches implementing strategy to try to get back onto the scoreboard. Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, it's the Outlaws 13, the Cougars 6. Tight line of scrimmage here for the Cougars. A carry by number 33, Logan Kakowski. Goes for 5.
Number 4, Cutter Brown. Number 59, Connor Lindbergh. 2nd and 5.
Kakowski with a 5-yard gain brings up second down and 5 for Heart River. This drive starts out at the 32-yard line. Ball sitting at the 36 right now.
As Arlen Anderson's coming here watching his
wrestlers.
Watching his wrestlers. Proud as can be with the program that he's developed in between Tioga and Ray. And I believe Powers Lake is coming on board with the fumble on the ground.
Fumble on the ground, and it's going to be
the Outlaws.
All Outlaws all over that fumble. So another turnover for Heart River. It's their second fumble of the night, third turnover on the evening, and great field position for the Outlaws.
Recovered by number 1, Grady Perizic.
That's a great football name.
Perizic, yeah. Yeah, he's a brother of one of the Outlaws a couple years ago. Hayden Perizic, I believe was his name. Nice defensive back, good basketball player for the Ray Jays. Head coach Michael Bergstrom.
First
new
down
athletic director here in Ray.
First down and 10 for Cody Rice, still on his feet. He's got one man to beat, and he's going to bring it in. Touchdown, Outlaws.
30 yards out.
40 yards out. Wow. 40 yards, Cody Rice brings it in for the Outlaw touchdown.
That's what Cody Rice can bring to a team, is his ability to be
strong,
shifty, and that's exactly it, the power that he has. He's very committed to the weight room. He's committed to the program. And you can see the kids, kind of getting in his ear and getting in his face, kind of no need to hype that kid up. He's a hype kid already. But extra point is good.
No, kick is no good. It's wide to the left. I think somebody got their hand on it, and it kept it from going through the uprights. But at any respect, the Outlaws back on the football field, on the scoreboard again with 4:02 remaining in the third quarter. It is 19-6 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. The Outlaws over the Cougars. And with that, we'll step aside for this 30-second timeout. You're listening to Class 11A Region 3, Region 4 football here on GameDay Media. Back after this 30-second timeout.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
As we come back out of this St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, the Outlaws kicking the ball off from left to right. They're going to go into the corner, and it's going to be
live ball.
Picked up there, fortunately for the Cougars, by number 9, Logan Garrison. Good hands by Garrison to keep that ball out of the hands of the Outlaws. That was almost a disaster for the Cougars.
Yeah, kind of strategy might be try to pin it in that little corner and let our guys try beat you there to the ball, but it's definitely not by accident, because that's the third time that they've done that here on their kickoff to after a touchdown or a quarter.
Based in Ray, North Dakota, Bingham and Construction can help you with all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction projects. Call Brent Bingham and Construction here in Ray, North Dakota.
I actually just got a text message from Brent Bingham, and he's out combining, harvesting harvesting whatever wheat, barley, durum that they got going on, probably combining with Corey Larson and the crew up north of Ray. Big thanks to Brent and at Bingaman Construction coming on board. I called him up and said, hey, buddy, we're looking at doing this Game Day Media. It's going to be a YouTube live broadcast. And he said, yep. I mean, that was, he said, this is going to be such an awesome thing, such a powerful thing that we're going to be able to do. And, you know, big thanks to Brent and Kyle Huntley, another one that works with him, is very busy, very involved in the community of Ray, a school board member. I believe he's maybe on the park board as well. A lot of equipment that he has, helped put these goalposts up and down. You know, very valuable member to the community of Ray.
2nd down and 9 for the Cougars. Stroh is in motion, pitches the ball back, and he does his best to get back to the line of scrimmage. He maybe picks up 1 on that last carry. Good defense by the Outlaws, and a little bit of momentum for the Outlaws right now.
Yeah, I think the Outlaws are kind of getting in a groove right now defensively, able to shut them down. And offensively, you know, that when they get the touchdowns like that, as Steve Perdue is coaching up number 77 for the Outlaws, Kelby Cooper, a sophomore, you know, I thought that Steve Perdue was hanging it up. Well, I don't think you can keep him away. He's one of those guys that if there's football to be played in Ray, in the area of Ray, I'm going to be on the sidelines. And he does a marvelous job for these Outlaws, you know, probably mentoring Seth a little bit in the head coach position before Seth was named head coach. But, you know, big thanks to Steve Perdue and his ability to coach these young men.
Here's again on the outside, Stroh with the carry. He's going to be dropped shy of the 1st down. It'll be a 2-yard gain for Stroh, but it brings up 4th down. And again, that momentum, they didn't get it past that left defensive end over there on the left side. 4th down and 7 for the Cougars, as Erickson again drops back to his own 35-yard line or so, anticipating the punt. He's standing right at his 35-yard line, so he's got good hands. We'll see what happens here on this punt, if they're going to kick it to him or kick it away from him. Here's the kick, and that goes straight up, and another one's deflected.
I'm clearing it. I might even jump on that sucker and bring it in.
That one goes for negative yards.
Haven't seen that
I
since
think that was a block
1999.
punt. I think that was a block punt. It goes backwards, and it'll be inside the Souris Valley Dental Group red zone, and the Outlaws are knocking at the door again. It'll be 1st down and 10 from the 15-yard line.
I mentioned that at our Bank Catawga halftime show, that special teams could play a big part going into the second half, and just like that, you know, they're already set up in the Souris Valley Dental Group red zone right at the 15-yard line, so you can't ask for better position coming into your first possession of the 3rd quarter. Second possession.
Receiver split out wide to the right, wide to the left, 2 on each side. Rice is going to dump it out on the right side to Cutter Brown, falls short, but then there is a penalty flag that's going to come down. I think that's going to be a penalty against Heart River, and we'll see what the referee Chuck Huber, it's going to be.
That's the intentional grounding signal that referee Chuck Huber just.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's that, or unless there's 2 penalties on the play. There's no indication from our referee Chuck Huber tonight as he goes over and talks to head coach Michael Williams about it. But it is a penalty against the Cougars. Big penalty.
They can still get a 1st down.
Yeah, 1st down. It's a 1st and
3.
1st and 3. 1st and 3. Cody Rice with 1:32 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Cutter Brown flanks his right side. Now we're ready to engage here. Here's the snap. Rice fakes it, pitches it out to Cutter Brown. Cutter Brown is brought down with a big hit from number 74. My goodness. Aiden Hodel with the hit. No gain on the play for Cutter Brown on that last carry. Brings up 2nd down and 3. 2nd and 3 as Jaden Bullinger comes in for head coach Seth Wistoff. Counting players out there. Here's Cody Rice. with the snap, going to tuck it, going to keep it, looking for an opening, finds a little bit of an opening near the first down marker. I believe he's going to be inside the 5-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4 for Cody Rice, and better for the Outlaws. Picks up another Prairie Home Furnishings first down. It's 1st and goal for the RPL Outlaws. Grady Perizic checking in for the Outlaws, coming in from the near sidelines, getting the play from head coach Seth Wistoff. 1st and goal, ball sitting at the 4-yard line.
This clock of mine is not cooperating with me, so don't mind our clock. Everything that we have up here is unofficial. So
here's Cutter Brown with the handoff, and he's going to be dropped for no gain on that last play. Cutter Brown met there by the front line of the Heart River Cougars. No gain the last 2 times that Cutter Brown has touched the football.
That should be the quarter.
He has not gained any yards, and as buzzer sounds to end the 3rd quarter, your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard at the end of 3. It is the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws 19, the Heart River Cougars 6. We'll step aside after this 30-second timeout with more Game Day Media action between the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws and the Heart River Cougars.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today.
As we come back to our Game Day Media action, they changed sides of the football field. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line to start the 4th quarter.
They didn't get a first down there, so I don't know
Second and goal, excuse me. 2nd and goal inside the 5-yard line. Ball sitting at the 4-yard line.
I thought they were able to get a first down here.
They did get a first down.
They did.
Yeah, so now it is 2nd down and goal. Here's the snap, play action. Cody Rice going to walk into the end zone with a 4-yard touchdown. Cody Rice finds the end zone again from 4 yards out for another touchdown for the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws. His 3rd touchdown of the night, this time from 4 yards out. And we have an officials timeout as we have number 52 on the field. Dawson Malkowski having a little hitch in his giddy up. Looks like he's probably got a little bit of stretching to do. And while they tend to him, we're going to send it back to our producer, Nick Walla, for a quick timeout and a word from some of our sponsors after this 30-second break.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
Cody Rice with a 4-yard touchdown run gets the Outlaws back onto the field, or onto the scoreboard at the 11:55 mark of the 4th quarter.
Is the lights coming to turn on here? But it looks like they're still tending to number 52, the injured, most likely a cramp, Dawson Malkowski, the 5'11", 190-pound offensive lineman linebacker, the senior, looking to get a...
He wants to stay in the game. I don't know if he can.
I'm going to guess he's going to have to go out for at least a play due to the medical timeout. So,
yeah, he's got a little hitch in his giddy up, a little bit of a cramping situation going on over there. We saw that last week when it was 90 degrees in Tioga when the Mustangs from Surrey played the Tioga Pirates. First time we've seen that here tonight. The point after touchdown is going to be attempted, Here is the spot. The kick is up, and we have an illegal procedure called against the RPL Outlaws. That'll set them back 5 yards. And another player for RPL is down on the deck right now, holding his leg. That's not always a good sign to see.
Kind of a non-contact injury from our little delay that we have. So, yeah, let's go to commercial.
We'll send it back to our studios. You're listening to Game Day Media coverage here between the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws and the Heart River Cougars.
At Glen Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at howgleninsuranceservices.com.
Well, we still have an injury timeout. It gives us a chance to talk about some of our live mentions of some of our sponsors, including Tegan's Interiors, located up in Crosby, a family-owned business that specializes in flooring, window treatments, and cabinetry, located in Main Street in Crosby. Otheon Boutique, located in Tioga, 1 block west of Main Street. We offer several lines of trendy clothing and accessories. The Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located on Main Street, your locally owned full-service drugstore and soda shop for all your health care and refreshment needs. And Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located on Main Street, your Napa Know-How Parts Store, located in Tioga, North Dakota. In business since 1965. Stop by and see Miles Rosencrantz and the gang at Tioga Parts Supply in Tioga. After that 5-yard penalty, that sets them back to the 8-yard line. Here's the point after touchdown. That's blocked. And so with 11:55 remaining in the fourth quarter, your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, it is the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws 25, the Heart River Cougars 6. We'll step aside. We'll come back after this St. Luke's Medical Center timeout for more action here from Ray, North Dakota. You're listening to Game Day Media coverage of the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws and the Heart River Cougars.
In a world where every dollar counts, we believe in empowering you to do more with your money. At the Bank of Tioga, we help ignite prosperity for you and the communities we serve. Whether you're a family looking for personal financial solutions, a business seeking growth, or an agricultural entrepreneur with big dreams, we have the products and services to help you achieve your goals. Experience the power of partnership and visit your nearest location or explore our online services today. We ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
As we come back to live action here in Ray, North Dakota, my name's Randy Peterson alongside David Peterson on our Game Day Media coverage. Here's the kickoff. It's going to be picked up there by the Cougars, number 11. That is Mason Kessel picking up that football. Goes immediately to the ground. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Heart River Cougars, David.
Yeah, as night falls, it's a totally different temperature. It's about 40 degrees warmer last week when Tioga and Surrey were playing. It was
I think we even broke out in a sweat, didn't we?
I break out in a sweat pretty easily. Yeah, it's about 30 degrees difference, whatever the ambient temperature here is, but it's perfect football weather for these kids playing right now.
Good head of steam on the Heart River Cougars. That is number 7, Owen Stuber with the carry.
Play number 57, Clayton Grove.
Picks up 7 on that last carry for Stuber. A little bit of time constraints here for the Cougars. They need to put some points on the board to get themselves back into the game here. They're down 25-6. It's going to be enough for the first down. Again, Stuber putting his head down, picks up 5.
Ball is carried by number 7.
That's another Prairie Home Furnishings first down. Prairie Home Furnishings located in Stanley, North Dakota. Also want to thank Roustabout Service and Insulating. Located in Tioga, North Dakota, they've been providing oil field insulating and construction since 1963 over there at Roustabout Service and Insulating. Also, Nesset Consulting Services, providing oil field consulting, drilling, production, and geology services since 1980. Here's a pitch back to number 9, Logan Garrison. Garrison is met there after about a 3-yard gain for his first carry of the night.
Tackle by number 54, Connor Heldy, playing a very nice middle linebacker position for these Outlaws tonight.
I don't think I'd want to meet him. But there's going to be a penalty flag called against the, that negates the run by Garrison. And worse yet, it's a penalty of 5 yards. Their 8th penalty of the night. Zacher calling out signals under center. Man in motion, inside handoff, this time to number 10. That is Circoni. He's going to pick up about 8 yards on that last carry.
Nice stick by Nick Erickson coming out of his defensive back position, kind of squared him up, head up on the ball side, put him into the turf.
10:20 remaining in the 4th quarter. Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, the Outlaws 25, the Cougars 6. Second down and 7. Here's the handoff right up the middle. Stopped there by the Outlaws for about a 3-yard gain.
57, Colton Grove in there.
It's number 10 with the carry. Circoni again with about a 3-yard gain. Brings up 3rd down and 4. 3rd and 4 for the Cougars. As Rocker Aguilar checks into the game defensively, replacing Kelby Cooper. 3rd down and a long 3. Zacher barking at the signals. Here's a handoff. Met in the backfield. No gain by Circoni. Brings up 4th down. No doubt they're going to have to go for it. We're in the 4th quarter. 9:15 remaining in the 4th quarter.
You go for it offensively. The Outlaws are kind of in rhythm, rolling on the offensive side of the ball. So no doubt the Heart River Cougars need to get a 1st down here, keep the drive going. More importantly, they got to put up some points to even up the score here.
They needed some points in a big way to get themselves back in it. They're down 25-6. And now we have motion on the front line. That is Rocker Aguilar breaking the play, and I believe that's going to give the 1st down on the 5-yard penalty against the Outlaws. Only their 5th penalty of the night, but it gives a 1st down to the Heart River Cougars. That 1st down sponsored by Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, North Dakota.
Yeah, Rocker knew he was the guilty party, kind of slapped his helmet, knowing still like that he plays nose tackle.
Yeah. I don't know what pound he wrestles at, but he's a tough competitor.
He caused that. I mean, he jumped down and they were able to get the stop. Linebackers filled in the position from the defensive tackle position and was able to wrap him up for a minimal 3-yard gain.
Who carried the ball?
The up back.
2nd and 6.
First person behind.
All right, well, we're going to give it to Garrison, 3-yard gain. I think he was right behind the quarterback that time. 2nd down and 7. 67-year-old eyes aren't seeing so well here tonight. Here's a pitch back to number 9, Garrison. He's going to pick up maybe 4 more yards, brings up.
Nice tackle by number 20, Jaron Hischlin. Real nice tackle, right towards the legs, tripped him up, was able to get him on the ground.
3rd down and a long 3, short 4 for the Cougars as the clock continues to run. 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. 7:30 remaining as the clock continues to run. There's the ball on the deck, picked up there off the deck by Zacher. Weaving in and out of traffic. He's going to lose about 2 on that last carry. Did his best to get back to the line of scrimmage. Couldn't do it as the Outlaws were all over Caden Zacher on that last carry. Brings up 4th down and 5. Lights are on here in Ray, North Dakota. Fourth and 5 for the Cougars as they come up to the line of scrimmage, needing 5 to keep the drive going. Zacconi's in motion. Zacher rolling out to his right. Here's the toss. Pass is intended to Owen Stuber, falls to the field, incomplete. And the turnover on downs goes over to the RPL Outlaws. They needed that one. Fortunately for the Cougars, they didn't get it. And that brings up 1st down and 10 for Ray Powers Lake. Stay tuned at the end of our game. At the conclusion, we'll have our DNL Paraffin post-game report, and we'll also name our Brad Johnson Insurance out of Crosby, North Dakota, player of the game.
I have my pick.
I have mine in so far.
The voting committee is open until there's zeros on the scoreboard, as Coach Seth Wistoff wants to talk about the play.
We'll take a timeout. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. Ray Powers Lake Outlaws 25, the Heart River Cougars 6. Will step aside. You're listening to Game Day Media broadcast between the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws and the Heart River Cougars. Back after this 30-second timeout.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
As we come back out of the timeout, this segment is brought to you by Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. For all your customized picture frames, stop by and see Ryan James.
Check them out on
Frames by Ryan James.
Yeah, check them out on Facebook, Instagram. I checked out they're having a show. I think it's like September 18th up in Crosby, where they'll have, it's Bert and Ryan Anderson. Is that correct?
Ryan Anderson and Bert Anderson,
and,
yeah.
And some of the stuff that they do, you got to go to their Instagram page, Facebook page. Check them out on Instagram, Facebook. Frames by Ryan James. And the work that he does is incredible. To be able to put 90 or 45 degrees, I should have him come over to my house and put a 45 on all of my door jambs, because mine are about a 41-degree angle, it looked like.
2nd down and 8 for the Outlaws. Time management, clock management here as Cody Rice decides to keep it himself.
Either that or I'll call Bingham and Construction and have them come check it out.
He loses one. He loses one on that last carry. That was his 19th carry. Cody Rice over the century mark and rushing with 103 yards on 19 carries here tonight. Jaden Bullinger comes in to the huddle for the Outlaws. Needing 9 to keep the drive going. They're up 25-6 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. 5:20 remaining in the 4th quarter. Receivers split out wide to the left. That is Bullinger. Here is Cody Rice.
Beautiful. Man, another one.
Another one. He's going to go for 12 yards on that last carry by Cody Rice. He just played that to perfection.
Again, the respect you have to have for that option between him and Cutter Brown.
It's a good read.
Yeah, it was a beautiful read by Cody, able to almost fake pitch it and then up the field. You know what I liked about Cody, this is the first time I've seen him play varsity football in 2 years now, but he doesn't go east and west. He goes north and south. He gets his shoulders square upfield, and he's going to put the hurt on you because he's not going to shy away from avoiding that contact.
That's another Prairie Home Furnishings first down. This time the ball's carried by number 15. That is Colston DeBach. He's going to lose 2 on that carry.
There it is, Kitty. Thanks for following along on your Game Day Media YouTube live chat. So to go Outlaws, and especially number 15. So there it is, number 15, Colton DeBach.
2nd down and 12 on that 2-yard loss.
Colston DeBach.
Actually, they give him a 1-yard loss, so we'll change that to only a 1-yard loss. 2nd down and 11. Again, the trick here is to keep the clock running. He's going to get the chance again. He's going to lose a couple more yards as the front line not providing much of a block for him. It'll be a loss of 3 for Mr. DeBach. Brings up 3rd down and 14. Ball's resting at the Outlaw 45-yard line.
Which nobody wants to go backwards here offensively, but the big thing that the Outlaws are doing is they're chewing up the clock. They're chewing and chewing and chewing.
3:30 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Here's a snap. Bryce looks like he wants to throw it. It's not going to get it away where he's met in the backfield. They go from the 45 all the way down inside to about the
Number 51.
6-yard loss there.
6-yard loss for Cody Rice.
4th and long.
But it keeps the clock running, and we're at the 3-minute mark of the 4th quarter as the Outlaws drop back into punt formation.
Look at that back, Judge. Over the head.
Over the head. Ball is snapped over the head, and the Outlaws are going to cover the ball at about the 10-yard line. So, a little bit of an opening here for the Cougars to give them a little life, starting out at their own 10-yard line. They're inside the Souris Valley Dental Group red zone at the 11-yard line, I should put it. So it'll be 1st down and 10. 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
Yeah, big play, big turn of events here, similar to last week between Tioga and Surrey. It was maybe all but over, and then the Pirates were able to put a score at the end of the game and knot it up to about 4, I believe it was. So if these Cougars, ball's on the field.
Ball's on the field, and now the Outlaws are saying they got the ball on the mishandling of the exchange. Let's see what the referees say. Looks like the Cougars are going to keep it. That'll be a two-yard gain for Zocker.
To who? Who gets the gain in that? A fumble forward, whoever lands on it?
Well, I don't know. We're going to give it to Zocker. Caden on his 4th carry. Total of 2 yards tonight. Brings up 2nd down and 8. Zocker barking at the signals, taking their time. Here is the handoff to number 10, Zirconi. Zirconi wrapped up there by the Outlaws for little or no gain. We'll give him 2 yards in that last carry. Zirconi brings up a 3rd down and 6. As the clock continues to wind down, 1:50 remaining here in the 4th quarter. There's a snap. The ball's carried by number 7. That is Owen Stuber. Stuber is going to pick up 2.
Connor held him with the stop.
Brings up 4th down and 4. 4th and 4 for the Cougars. Again, the clock continues to run with 1:05 remaining here in the 4th quarter. We're going to try to get
a little urgency here for them. They're not out of the game by any means. You get a quick score here, onside kick, you could potentially get the ball back and put another score up.
Zocker again with the signal calling. Inside handoff to Zirconi, and Zirconi into the end zone from 4 yards out. Zirconi with a 4-yard touchdown run. That'll stop the clock with 42 seconds remaining. Zirconi gets the Cougars on the scoreboard for the 2nd score of the game, 1st of the 2nd half, with 42 seconds remaining on a 4-yard touchdown run.
Another Ace Hardware in-score touchdown for the Cougars.
Makes the score 25-12.
Looked like he'd crossed the plane. No good.
The 2-point conversion fails. And so with that, we're going to send it back to the studio for a quick 30-second timeout.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
As we come back here, I want to reach out and thank the Country Store located in Powers Lake, North Dakota. Something for everybody up there. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. In Powers Lake, North Dakota. Also want to thank Brad Johnson Insurance, our sponsor for our player of the game. We'll be naming that player of the game and hopefully have him come up to put on a headset and talk to him a little bit before we let him go shower. But it'll be the Heart River Cougars kicking off. Also want to thank Tioga Ace Hardware Shop and Save, your local neighborhood Ace store in Tioga, North Dakota. Here's the onside kick. It's got to go 10 yards. Didn't do it. Here comes the penalty flag. That'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Cougars on the kickoff, as it needed to go 5 yards, so it'll be victory formation for the Outlaws. They'll get the ball. They'll get the football. And with 42 seconds to go, your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. It is the Outlaws 25 and the Cougars 12. Empty backfield for the Outlaws. And Cody Rice going to keep the ball himself for his 22nd carry. He's going to lose 2 on that last carry. With that, there is a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. We'll take a quick timeout for 30 seconds. Back to the studio for 30-second timeout.
At Syverson Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit SyrusValleyDental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
And had a little error there. They let the clock run out. And so your final score here from Ray, North Dakota. The Ray Powers Lake Outlaws capture their first win of the season here in this 2023 campaign with a 25-12 victory over the Heart River Cougars, and a well-played game. After the initial score by the Cougars, the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws made some adjustments, David, and put together a pretty good game plan to take down the Cougars for their first victory of the season.
They did. They definitely took down. Heart River's got a lot of work in front of them. I think they came off of a 2 no wins in 2 years, I believe, is what maybe Coach Williams said. But they got a good-looking football team. I think the talent is there. The discipline is there. No doubt Coach Williams is going to get these kids ready to go and continue on with their season. But the Outlaws next, they have a big one next week, and then they go to Stanley the following week. So that's the game that we're going to be broadcasting here on GameDay Media, so look forward to that. But I'm going to run catch our player of the game. I know who it is.
We're going to step out and come back with our DNL Paraffin post-game show, followed by the naming of our Brad Johnson Insurance player of the game after this 3-minute timeout.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oil field companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
As we come back here, wrapping up this Region 3, Region 4 matchup between the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws and the Heart River Cougars, it was a 25-12 victory for the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws as they secure their first win of the season. The Outlaws led 13-6 at the end of two quarters, and outscored the Cougars 12-6 in the second quarter to take home a 25-12 win, as we try to get head coach Seth Wistoff's attention, along with our player of the game to be mentioned here tonight. But as we wait for those folks to come by, we'll recap the scoring. In the first quarter at 8:45, it was a 30-yard touchdown run by Shane Stroh for the Cougars. The two-point conversion was denied, making the score 6-0 for the Cougars over the Outlaws. And then with 6:54 remaining in the first quarter, Cody Rice found the end zone from 11 yards out, making the score 6-6. Parslow added the point after touchdown, making the score 7-6. In the second quarter, the Outlaws got back onto the scoreboard again with a 15-yard touchdown pass from Cody Rice to Ben Streifel at the 9:05 mark of the second quarter. The point after touchdown failed, and that's the way the first half ended. 13-6, the Outlaws out on top. In the third quarter, A 40-yard touchdown run by Cody Rice made the score 19-6. The point after touchdown failed, and that's how the third quarter ended, with a 19-6 lead. And then the Outlaws kind of put it away with a 4-yard run by Cody Rice again. The point after touchdown failed, made the score 25-6. And with 42 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, a 4-yard touchdown run by Circone of Heart River tacked on 6 points for the Cougars, but the 2-point conversion failed. Your final score, 25-12. And as we bring our camera back on board here to the score box, or press box, we have head coach Seth Wistoff with us to join us. Thank you, Seth, for taking a little bit of time to talk about your victory tonight. Are you hearing us now?
Can you hear me? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun one. It was nice nice to get a victory and get a little bit better taste in our mouth than we had last week. And I was proud of our guys and the way they responded the whole week.
I thought it was a pretty great team effort that you guys put together tonight. I mean, the Cougars scored the first point of the game, kind of got your attention a little bit. But then Cody Rice and the boys up front made some holes for some successful runs and kind of controlled the line of scrimmage after that.
Yeah, and that was kind of one of our goals coming out of last week, is we needed to be more physical up front. We worked on it in practice all week, and I was happy with the way the guys responded. Sometimes you can harp on and it just doesn't make a difference, but it was a clear difference from last week to this week, so we're happy.
Yeah, you had some weapons that, Cody Rice has been in the background for the last couple of years, didn't get to play at all last year, but he had a great tutor in Tyson Inget, was able to see what Tyson did for the successful Outlaw program, but he comes in now and is leading the team at quarterback, doing a great job for you guys.
Yeah, and we kind of threw him into a difficult position. Quarterback's not something that he's done a lot of, so we're pleased with where he's at right now, but we have a ton of growth, that we can see, and he got better from last week to this week on making his reads and making the right handoff and the right pull and stuff like that. So hopefully that can continue.
And as we continue on with our DNL Paraffin post-game show, next time we see the Outlaws on GameDay Media will be when we go over to Stanley and have that game between the Blue Jays and the Outlaws. But where do you go next week, or where do you play next week, Seth?
We go to South Prairie next Friday. We got an early game because of the ref shortage, so we play at 5 o'clock next Friday. And watching some film on them, they've got some good players. I think they're better than they were last year, and so we got our work cut out for us, and we got to again be disciplined. Similar offense to what we saw tonight, and so guys got to do their job.
Well, it's always nice to go into the weekend with a win under your belt, and you even your record at 1-1, and that's what you want to do, is to try to get better every week as you work towards the end of the season and try to get a postseason playoff berth. And tonight was a big step for the Outlaws.
Yeah, thanks. That's what we tell our guys all the time. We got to compete every game and have a chance to win, and if you can do that, then you can keep playing into November.
Well, with that, we're going to let you go, Seth, and we're going to give the headset to Cody Rice, who's been named our Brad Johnson Player of the Game. We'll get a few comments from Cody Rice, and we got the camera on you, Cody. Here, let's get you into camera here. Get over this way a little bit more, and Cody, great game tonight as you got your first win of the season.
Yeah, thank you.
And what do you attribute the success to tonight for the Outlaws? Was it the blocking up front, or was it what do you say?
I mean, up front we had a heck of a game. I mean, our linemen moved bodies just like Coach taught us in practice, and I mean, we couldn't have done it without them. I wouldn't have ran half as many yards or any touchdowns without them. So it's all up to the line up front, and they did their job.
Yeah, that's a good analysis, because everybody knows the skill positions require skill. The guys up front that probably don't get a lot of credit, a lot of publicity, is your guys up front that are protecting you on the passing, getting guys open, making holes open. But what I really like, when I talk about on the way up here, it's nice to see you in football pads. After the year of having to sit out due to transfer, that's over with. Now it's football time. That's the fun part. The way you guys ran the option tonight, I mean, every team out there has to respect your ability to run the ball, and they have to respect Cutter Brown's ability to run the ball. So it's kind of pick your poison. The defense has to be ready for that option as you guys go forward this year.
Yeah, Cutter Brown, he's a heck of a player too. I mean, there isn't much else to say except for he's a dog. I mean, he's good. He's up front. I mean, he's downhill quick. He's short. He's fast. Ain't really much you can do with him.
One thing that we noticed, Cody, when we were talking up here, when we watched you run the ball, you're not so much side to side. You're kind of just straightforward, and you get the holes and you find the holes where your line gives you, and you make the best of them as you run hard.
Yeah, north and south, that's what coach teaches you. There may not be many yards in the play, but take what you can get, and that's what I did.
You've been listening to our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, Cody Rice. Congratulations, Cody. We're going to let you go so you can celebrate with your teammates, but once again, congratulations for being named our Player of the Game.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations, Cody. We'll see you against Stanley. Good luck.
And as we continue on with our DNL Paraffin post-game report, we want to remind you again that our action next week will be 3 events. We're going to be at the Tioga Community Pep Rally and on Tuesday, and then on Tuesday the 29th we're going to try to set up there and have a little fun with a more than a game type of thing for Game Day Media. We're going to broadcast a community pep rally, and then we're going to start out with a volleyball campaign on next Thursday, August 31st, with the Ray Jays coming into Tioga to take on the Lady Pirates in volleyball action. And we conclude our week next week when we travel up to West Hope, as the Divide County Maroons will travel over to West Hope to take on the West Hope Newburgh Glenburg Sioux from West Hope, North Dakota. Make sure you tune in next week, because that'll be a road race.
Cover the games that you want to watch. You know, we have control over the schedule, which is a beautiful thing of us being able to do games that we want to do and games that you want to see. So, you know, going forward, good luck to the Heart River Cougars as they continue on their path of success. And we'll see these Outlaws again and again and again as they look to build and keep their dynasty of dominance in the Northwest, here in Northwest North Dakota. But hats off to Cody Rice and his crew, his lineman crew opening holes for him. Receivers, nice game by Nick Erickson. All these kids kind of starting to be the guys instead of being the next man up. They are the guys now.
Find us on Facebook at GameDay Media. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel at GameDay Media ND on our YouTube channel. Enable all those alerts and notifications. There's no charge to subscribe, so subscribe, get all the action that we offer on GameDay Media. And on behalf of all of our production crew tonight, a huge shout out to Nick Walla, James Myers, and Eli Clark for producing the broadcast tonight. Well, on behalf of my broadcast partner, David Peterson, my name is Randy Peterson. Until next week, everybody, have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. Drive safe. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back.
Tonight's Game Day Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, O'Theone Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, Frames by Ryan James, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, 701 Cornhole Company, Bingaman Construction, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Surge Aesthetics, The Porch, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance of Crosby, Game 1, Tech Next Solutions, Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated, Flag Family Media.